If you fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it. Yeah, that's the way I like it. That's the way.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a story time about this one time that this dude that I was talking to, who was my man but wasn't my man, but was my man, y'all feel me, cussed me out and embarrassed me in front of hella people, y'all. Yeah. So let's get into it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So I had mentioned this guy in another story time. Oh, the story time about the drive-by in the hood. Yeah, he was in that story. And I had mentioned that he was hella nice to me until I broke up with him. But then I was thinking, and I'm like, oh, besides this one time where he embarrassed me so bad, bro. Yeah, y'all. So this man really embarrassed me, and he was way older than me. It just make you think, like, these niggas don't be having no type of control over their emotions for real. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. So at this time, like I mentioned in that drive-by story time, we always used to hang out in this particular area every day. I would go to school, I would come home, do whatever I need to do, and then 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna end up hanging out on this particular block with a group of people. You feel me? Every single day. So this day, I had went down there no different than any other day, right? So I'm down there chilling, and my dude, I named him Psycho in the other story, so we gonna name him Psycho. He tells me, oh, I talked to my ex-girlfriend. She was my ex-girlfriend years ago before I got locked up. But me and her, we cool or whatever. And she gonna come down here and hang out. So I'm thinking like, okay, y'all, I've never been the jealous type girl. Especially over the dudes that I be talking about in these story times. No, it never gave that, I swear. If I was, I would tell y'all, okay? But I wasn't. I'm like, okay, it's hella people down here. And another thing, I always used to be cool with my exes. Even though we don't mess around at all, I would still be cool with them. So at that time, I didn't see a reason why he couldn't be cool with one of his exes. You feel me? So when he said she was gonna come down there and hang out, I'm like, okay, no big deal. I don't care. Like, it's hella people around. Cool, right? Okay. So, y'all, we all hanging down there. I want to say it's like maybe 15 people out here, right? So, vibing, chilling like normal. People smoking and drinking and all the things that happens every day, right? So, the ex-girlfriend gets there. And he introduced her to me. She was nothing for me to be worried about, you feel me? Which I didn't really care anyway. Me and him were not in a relationship, but he was the only person I was talking to. I'm not tripping. Like, we all hanging out, we all talking, no big deal, y'all. So I want to say at one point, they are standing there talking to each other, hella kikiing, like hella engaged in a conversation, right? And one of the homies, let's name this homie Jerome, right? Me and him used to have a little flirty type thing going on, right? But we were never nothing because I felt like he was too young for me. He was like 19, y'all, and I was 16 maybe. I know, it sounds crazy that I would think someone that's older than me is too young for me, but he really gave like little boy. And I was used to talking to guys in their 20s, which is horrible. But that's just what it was. So me and him just used to flirt, but it was never nothing like that, right? But people knew that we had like a little flirty thing going on, right? So keep that in mind. And Psycho knew too that we had like a little flirty thing going on. We never flirted in front of him, of course, but you know, you could tell, niggas could tell if somebody liked the girl they with and vice versa, right? Okay. So y'all, Psycho and his ex-girlfriend is standing to the right of me. I'm sitting up on I'ma just call it a ledge. Let's just say it's a ledge, and then on the other side, there's also a ledge, okay? So I'm sitting up on the ledge, and Psycho and his ex is chopping it up and all kikiing and all hella engaged in this conversation, right? So Jerome was there. He was sitting across from me. He ended up leaving. He left for, I don't know, maybe he went to the liquor store because he was not gone that long. So when he comes back, he sits back across from me on the other side of the ledge, y'all. Psycho and the ex is still deep in conversation. So I don't know if I was feeling a little ways or what, but I guess it came off that way. So y'all, as soon as Jerome came and sat across, I hopped down and I went and sat next to Jerome. Y'all, why did I do that? Why did I do that, bro? When I tell you Psycho turned around and start flashing, start going off on me so bad, y'all. So I'm sitting up next to Jerome and he like, why would you, oh, you being funny? You being funny? Why would you get down from over here by me to go sit by him? Wooty wooty woo. Oh, you on BS. Wooty wooty woo. Like hella going off on me, y'all. Hella going off. When I tell you everybody turned around, and there's like 15 people here. Everybody turned around and is just staring as he is cussing me out. Y'all, I have never been cussed out the way that he cussed me out in front of people. I don't think I had ever been cussed out in front of people, period, y'all. And I was so shook because, like I said, he was always so sweet to me. Always. So he is going off, y'all. Like, oh, what? You want to mess with Buddy or something? You want to mess with Buddy or something? Why would you get down? And I'm like, well, you hella engaged in a conversation with Baby. I didn't think it was a big deal. Like, I was just coming to chop it up with him. And he like, nah, you being funny, you being funny. You could go home, matter of fact. You could go home, matter of fact, right? Y'all. So, like, you deboing me. I hang out here every single day, bro. This is not my hood. If y'all remember in the other story. Like, I lived in a hood that was next to the hood I'm from. But this hood and my hood are hella close. Like, so you trying to kick me out of, like, yo, what? What? Bro, so I'm standing there, hella embarrassed, y'all. And I was pretty sensitive, but like a sensitive gangster, okay? Don't get it twisted. Now I'm just sensitive as hell. But back then, nah, gangster definitely too. You feel me? So he is going off on me and I wanted to cry, but I'm never about to drop a tear in front of hella people that's just staring. And they're shocked too, y'all. The man used to like be on my bumper tough, like hella in love damn near with me. So I was shocked. He was pissed that I got down and went and sat by Jerome, y'all. I look at Jerome, he look at me, and we just, you know how you make eye contact and you like, damn, basically, right? So he like, you could leave, you could leave. And then I'm thinking like, are you showing out in front of your ex? Or are you really just in your feelings because I got down and came and sat by Jerome, right? It could be both things, right? So y'all, I'm mad. I'm like, okay, bet, right? So I go home because I'm so mad and embarrassed, okay? I go home, right? So I want to say later on at night, he's calling my phone. I don't answer because no, are you crazy? Like, you was tripping. And then, oh, y'all, and let me say this. I made it bad for Jerome because After that, I told you Psycho was like older. So Jerome was his little homie, like a generation under him. So he kind of damn near did not like him after that, and kind of was on some bully type stuff after that, and kind of embarrassed him a couple times later, right? And I know it was because of that. Like, he had a thing against him because of this situation that I'm talking about, which is hella trifling. But yeah, so he's calling my phone at night. I don't answer, right? I'm mad. I'm thinking, like, I'm never talking to him again. He's out his mind. You feel me? So I want to say, like, a couple days later, one of my homies, one of the big homies, he would come pick me up from school. He would pick me up. We'd roll up, smoke on the way, and he'd drop me off. Because, y'all, I was bad, and sometimes I didn't go to school. So I had a few people who would, like, try to make sure I got to school. So, yeah, because, and don't ask, yeah, my mama told me to go to school, but I didn't listen. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, okay? But, yeah, so this day, the homie picks me up for school, and he would pick me up on his way to work. So he had picked me up a little early this day. So he like, hey, we gonna stop at the park and smoke, and then I'll drop you off, y'all. So where I lived, let's say I lived 4 blocks away from the park. We used to hang out at the park where Psycho just cussed me out a few days before, right? But we would hang out on the other side of the park. In my school, like, if I were to walk to school, I would walk through the park on the back side to get up to my school. Hey, follow me, follow me. So the homie picks me up. We stop at the park. And this is random because we usually don't, y'all. We usually don't. So we pull up to the park on like the back side, and there's a field on this side. We're sitting there chopping it up and smoking, and I see Psycho and a couple of the other like older homies, right? And they working out, like running the field and doing some other damn prison workouts, basically is the workouts, the type of workouts that they was doing, right? So I see him run around, and he sees me in the car. We made eye contact, right? So he runs the field again, and I'm thinking like, ugh, how freaking weird that just so happened that they are working out at the park at, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning, and I'm right here, right? Random, y'all, so random. So he goes around the field again, and then he comes over to the car, y'all. He walks up to my side of the window. I roll the window down all the way, and he's like, hey, Seville, can I talk to you? And I'm like, no. He like, nah, let me talk to you. My bad, you know, I'm sorry. I just really want to talk to you for a minute. So he asking me to step out the car so he could talk to me for a minute, right? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So he looking, he always used to give these puppy dog ass eyes. But no, like, no, you did too much, you feel me? So he walks away. They go run the field again, doing their little prison workouts. And then when they walk back around, one of the other homies comes over there, and Psycho is standing back just watching. He like, Seville, let Psycho talk to you for a minute. He's sorry. He miss you. He miss you. You know how they homies be like gassing it. One thing they gonna do is stick together and come tell you he miss you and he's sorry. Just, ugh. But yeah, he like, he miss you. He miss you. He be talking about you all the time. Probably lying, just capping, bro. I know he was lying, y'all. But he like, he miss you. He miss you. So I'm like, okay, I will get out the car and talk to him, right? So I step out the car, y'all, and Psycho walk over. He just pleading his case, talking about I really made him feel away. I hurt his feelings. Like, he thought I was trying to be funny, because why would I get down and go sit by another ninja and all this and all that? I'm like, but you was hella involved in the conversation with your ex. I didn't think it was a big deal. He like, yeah, but I don't mess with her like that. We just haven't seen each other or talked to each other in a long time. So we was catching up. I'm like, yeah, but me and Jerome don't got nothing going on. So what's the big deal? He was like, yeah, but y'all know, y'all kind of like each other. I'm like, we don't like each other. It ain't like that. Like, it's not that deep. I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal, right? He like, nah, I'm really sorry. I miss you. Like, I shouldn't have did that. I'll never talk to you like that again. You just had me in my feelings. Like, that ain't right how you did me. That ain't right. And I'm thinking like, are you gaslighting me? Gaslighting wasn't even a thing. I did not know nothing about gaslighting. But the nigga was gaslighting me. I wish I knew what gaslighting was back then. Because I'm sure I was gaslit a lot, y'all. I'm sure I was, okay? But he like, can I have a hug? I'ma talk to you later. You gonna come see me later? Wooty wooty whoop, right? So I'm like, I don't know. They back running, doing their workouts, and I get back in the car, and I'm talking to the big homie, and I'm telling him, he like, oh, you done made up with the nigga, wooty wooty whoop, right? He on me. Because it's like, really, I shouldn't even talk to him. Just stayed like tough on him because he embarrassed me so bad, bro. So bad. So we end up leaving. The homie drops me off at school. Cool. So I go home after school and Psycho is calling me, right? So I answer the phone and he asking if I'm gonna come hang out today. He wanna see me, this, that, and this. And I'm like, well, I don't know. You know, I don't know if I wanna come hang out because you embarrassed me, bro. So he like, nah, I said I'm sorry. Please come hang out later. So I'm like, I'll think about it, right? So I want to say some hours go by, and then one of the homegirls called me. She would usually come pick us up, even though we didn't live that far from the block. But when she would get off work, she would always call us and be like, y'all coming to hang out today? I'm going to come pick y'all up, right? So she calls me and she like, Seville, you gonna come hang out? I'm like, I don't know if I'm coming because you know the rundown. She like, I heard about it. She like, but Psycho keep calling me, telling me to make sure I pick you up. He trying to see you. I'm like, all right. So y'all, I wanted to go hang out. When I tell you this was the place to be, when I tell you it was a vibe every day, and I was a teenager, like I don't think nothing was better than hanging out every day. It just was a vibe. So I'm like, dang, like you done messed it up for me because I hang out here too. I want to hang out too, you feel me? So I end up calling her back. I'm like, girl, yeah, I'm gonna come pick me up. So she comes to get me. We go. And he's hella excited to see me, being extra. But yeah, y'all, then me and him still talked for a little bit, probably some months after that. Why I would talk back to somebody who cussed me out and embarrassed me so bad, who wasn't my man, but was my man, but wasn't my man. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But girls, don't go for it, okay? Don't go for it. If he treats you anything besides a princess and the queen that you are, don't talk to him, okay? Thank you. But yeah, y'all, that's the story of how I got cussed out and embarrassed so bad, and then I still talk to him. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this little story. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.